Hi guys, I'm gonna share six Ziglars secrets of closing, and actually that book is also written by Keith Harrington, the Shark Tank, and Ziglar was his mentor. So what does the book cover? He talks about again pillars of selling, how the answer of good salesmanship, it's or good sales is based on the seller, and the mission is to show the person how will the product make their life better. Again, it's everything of making people's life for the better in the future. Every good product needs always to be solved, and you always have to take care of both the seller and also the buyer. So, some types of closes, you might have to see your girlfriend actually or your partner, how do they sell you on things. Women are super good at closing us men into buying them stuff, staying with them a little longer. So try to see and identify when are they selling to you and how they are actually doing it, because they are experts at it. For example, the embarrassment close, that's one of the techniques, is they take you to someplace nice, and then they say, yeah, I just wanted to show you, but let's go to that ugly place that you always want, and then you'll feel embarrassed and then you'll buy. Another good strategy is the ownership close. Make the prospect feel that he already owns it, so he already owns the painting that you want to sell them is, and you say, when you have your painting on your fireplace, how will you feel? Definitely you love how your visitors compliment you, and will create a safe environment for your family thanks to your painting. So enjoy, emphasizing the part of making the person think and feel as the product is already theirs. Persuasion is actually just the act of giving advice beforehand. It's not pushing people to make a decision, but guiding them into having the most amount of information and making them the best decision and why they should make the decision today. He talks about voice inflection, a small part of it, but I think it's really important. The phrase is, I did not say he stole the money. But that can actually change different types of inflection into, I did not say he stole the money. I did not say he stole the money. And the meaning changes depending on the inflection part. Then, again, what I told you before, it's easier to explain price once than it would be to apologize for quality forever. Selling, it's really selling is, it can be considered at the end of the sales process, but not when they purchase it, but actually when they are satisfied with the product installed in their house. So that's the best moment where the sale can be considered done, because that's a step up to recommendations or testimonials. Always be your best. Like, selling, as well as every other profession, needs to be a way of life, and you have to be in full integrity with yourself, with your food, with your environment, with your spirituality, in order to change other people's lives for the better. If you're not with integrity with yourself in any other aspect of your life, how you expect to sell in the best way possible? Sales is with the heart. H in the heart of sales is honesty. It's the ego versus empathy. If you win with your ego, you won't win the sale. Attitude towards your prospects, your profession, and towards yourself. R is for physical, emotional, mental, spiritual reserves, because it's taxing. Then tough, because tough. T is for toughness, and the toughest thing is love. It's always good to be adaptable. If there's a procedure that's not working for you, you change and you adapt right away. You have to think of a sales cycle as recency. How recent have you contacted the person? How frequent are you contacting? How potent are you sharing the message? And what recommendations are you getting from the feedback of the prospects, basically. Always compliment the person. Never discourage previous purchases, because it's actually considered a personal attack towards them. A compromise will always lead to a compromise. So if they compromise on small things, they will compromise on big things. So you start following up with them from small things to agree until the big sale comes. Questions that show interest that you can identify is like when they start talking, can I get this in a different color? How much does it cost? Do you have a bigger or a smaller size? So those are the moments where you can actually identify and push harder on the sale. Sometimes when you're selling high ticket, it's important for you to take the price until the last after you share the benefits. So if they're asking for prices, I'm coming for that in just a moment. I appreciate that you are asking for price. After I share everything that you'll receive, you'll glad that and I'll cover the price, you'll be glad that you asked it beforehand. Then there are 4 questions that the person must answer during the presentation. Is, do they like it? Do they want it? Can they actually afford it? And when do you want to start enjoying the benefits? Final tips on this is, you can learn like the 100 different types of closes, but the important thing is it's better to actually just know one procedure that works for you and you implement it, that know 100 and never implement any one of them because you're trying to choose on which one you do it. And finally, just a 3 question for close, or the steps of selling maybe, is arouse the interest, you sell the benefits, you get the appointments, you secure the prospects, you make them feel trust, they trust you, and then you close the sale, you tie down the order, and then you convey convictions. Why do you think this is best for them? You assume that you'll sell and you'll sell more. You have higher belief in your product and you'll sell more. You have higher conviction and you'll sell more. When a kid is super pumped on a tiny little ball, a toy ball, he'll have the conviction, the belief, and the enthusiasm to transmit to the parent into buying the new ball, even though he has 12 other balls in his house. So yeah, that's Zig Ziglar's book. It's been the biggest and boldest book I've read so far. It was a ton of information. I still have to process it in the future. But yeah, awesome challenge. Let's keep going.